Um, so 7:34, call the meeting to order. I would like to first start off by amending the agenda, which is always a fun thing for me to have to say. To add a discussion on change of calendar for a change of the in-service day to move it to a different date. Is there anybody who would object to that?
No.
Excellent. Oh my God, where are you guys? Okay. All right. So I will start with that, if that's all right. As everybody knows, town meeting is on March 8th. And generally, we usually have school in time, like in happening at the same time so parents can attend. This year we are still in COVID, using COVID precautions and mitigations. And so the request from administration is to move their in-service day, which is on April 1st, to move it to March 8th so that only the teachers are in the school and parents are the children are not.
That's a good idea.
I don't know, I had asked Elise if she could ask the COVID committee. I don't know if anybody got back to her or if she did. I would assume everybody would be in support of it from the COVID committee, listening to their meetings usually. So with that,
I'll move that.
I'll second
okay.
it.
All right, any further discussion or questions? Seeing none, I'll call the question. Motion to move the in-service day from April 1st to March 8th. All in favor, say aye or show with your hands. Excellent. Okay, so done. The next item on the agenda is the principal/superintendent interim search. We have made progress, I suppose. I will share details in non-public. However, we have one person, so we don't have many options. And so we will, I would like to nominate Frank Parati for our interim superintendent and principal on record.
I'll second that.
So is there any questions in particular? Dr. Parati is a superintendent in another school district, part-time, and has generously offered to, he heard about our predicament, excuse me, and has offered to help us to come on board with us. He has spoken to Dr. Cascadin. He met the administrative team in the past for a different reason. And so with that, I don't know that there's much else. He's coming in tomorrow to meet with Corrine, and also I will go in there as well just to talk to him. They're going to go through all of the list of stuff that is started, finished, pending, kind of the status of all the activities. I think that's all I can share for now. We're not sure if we're going to be having him for 2 days a week or 2.5 days. His preference is to be in person. So I think he is accessible other times, but I think that's about all I can, that's it. Is there any comments or questions otherwise? Elizabeth and Jen, you guys have been in on all of this, so.
What has he identified based on what you've shared with him as the priorities for this interim role?
He has not yet identified priorities with me. He has gone, well, Corrine did her list of the different jobs that each role has. I'm sure she will share them with him. I think once he comes on board, he'll plan to meet with the administrative team to help set those priorities so that we all have reasonable expectations in this short period of time as we get to know him, on top of during this budget season, on top of the remainder of the school year, on top of whatever, all the other searches that we're doing. So I think we're going to have to, we're going to have to work together to prioritize. But he has not yet. He did speak extensively to Corrine, so he's aware of everything, and he's a really experienced superintendent. So it'll be nice to have his expertise.
And he would be on site 2 to 2.5 days. Is that
Correct.
the plan?
That's the current plan.
He wants to
Um,
do 2.5, but I'm not sure that we can pay him.
That was my next question, was about the
Yeah.
funds.
So that's where we're going to go into non-public to discuss that stuff.
Put some information together.
Jen, you're very quiet when you're talking.
Jen, we're having trouble hearing you when you're chatting.
Ah, I wish my last people had told me this. Hang on, I need to turn my
There you go.
microphone up. Is
There
that
you are.
better? Yeah. Sorry, I had turned that down. I don't know why.
So I would like to thank Mickey because Mickey is the one who reached out to Dr. Parati. So kudos to Mickey for helping us find him in our time of need. This will preclude us from, we don't have to close the school on Thursday, which is really good news. So can I call the question? Anybody have anything?
Did you
further?
want to go into non-public to discuss, Frank, or do you just, I'm confused. Like, do we?
Well, we can discuss the contract details in non-public afterwards, but I think we can vote to nominate him. at this
Oh,
point,
okay.
Right?
I do not have any questions. I think it's good to not shut the doors of the school, and I'm thrilled that we were able to get another interim superintendent to, guide the school in this. This is a transition phase, and we're all we need a superintendent because the board needs that's our job, to bring the superintendent in,
Right.
to run the school. We are not supposed to run the school. The superintendent is supposed to run the school.
All right. So Jen, you stepped away, but all in favor?
Sorry, I'm still here and dealing with my dog.
I don't, did we
Okay.
do a first and a second?
Yes, I was the second.
Oh, you were
Sarah.
the second to nominate? Okay, sorry.
We can
So
before we talk about it.
say that again?
Yes, because it's about the particulars. I mean, I guess if you don't want to vote, it's an issue of whether we have somebody in place for Thursday. It's not like we have other options, Jen. It's
Yeah, I
more,
know.
we've got to negotiate particulars of the contract, which we'll go into in non-public. But the fact is, we need to have somebody on site. It may shift how it looks depending on what we can negotiate, but we've got to have a person.
That's fine. I guess I just have reservations about him, but I realize we have no choice. So I guess I'd like to register my reservations, but I will still vote in the affirmative.
Can we discuss reservations in non-public?
Yeah, I don't think we should discuss them in public.
All right. So all in favor of nominating, I guess, or bringing Dr. Parati in as our interim superintendent and principal on record, I'll say aye.
Phil
Phil?
has voted.
Phil?
I'm gonna abstain based on what I've heard. I don't have enough information. I've been in these conversations that you guys have, so
Okay.
I'd like to hear more.
That's fine. All right. I don't have any other public information to bring out. And so with that, I would like us to go into non-public.
But did the motion carry because 4 of us did vote yes?
Yes, the motion carries. Yep.
Good.
All right. So with that, thank you, everybody, for coming. Janet, if you'll stay on the line.
Yola.
Yes.
I can't, like, normally I might end the meeting, but I can't do that right now. So I either need to kick people out or people need to go that don't.
Right,
that
you
can't
move them
stay.
to the waiting room and
I
then
can
they
do
can
that.
choose to stay on or leave.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
can
see if
just
I
do
can
that.
do that. But not Janet. We keep her in.
Yes, you take those that you don't, right.
Got it. Will do. I just had to move a couple. So.
All
There you
right.
go.
Okay.
And then do you want to unrecord this?
Yes, that's a good
Yeah, I'll
idea.
hit off in a moment.
Thank you.
I moved Judy
Yep.
to the waiting room, just FYI. She's still in there though, so maybe she's waiting for us to come out. So that's just something to know.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
we have, any public has that right, you
He's
know,
timing us.
Yep.
she's timing
We've had
us.
people fall asleep on us in the
Okay.
past.
We've
Well,
had,
I'm
we've
going to end
had-
the recording now, and then
All
we'll
right.
go to non-public.